Welcome back to one more video of my channel Ishika Banerjee, and in this channel I make videos regarding the syllabus of class 9 and 10 biology. Today a very special series for class 7 students on the demands of class 7 students. The portions that are there in your biology for CBSE today I am starting. Few chapters are there which I will be covering in very few videos, like 10 to 12 videos. Starting with the very first chapter, that is chapter 1, nutrition in plants. Okay, this is not only for 7. Anyway, if you have this topic in any exam, it will be helpful for you. Okay, and this nutrition portion is important. Understand? So we will be starting today with nutrition. Okay, nutrition in plants will be our topic for today. Okay, next part will be nutrition in animals. This is chapter number 1. Clear? Class 7, this is chapter number 1. Understand? Now let's take this nicely. First, student, understand what is nutrition. First, it is important for us to understand what is nutrition. Nutrition, you always know, or you will always hear that have this is a source of this is good for you, nutrients are good for you. So what is nutrients? Nutrients is a process or anything where we consume certain things for the growth and development of our body. Understand, for the proper growth and development of our body we take in nutrition. Nutrition is a process. Okay, so question, this is what is nutrition? It's a process by which an organisms will produce or consume food which will help them for the growth and development of their body. Okay, so what is nutrition if the question comes as important, because the chapter is nutrition, we need to understand what is nutrition. So nutrition is something which is the keyword here is growth and development. Understand? So nutrition, understand, it's a process by which organisms produce food or they consume food to maintain a proper body development and growth. So what is it? So just remember, it is the process by which, here I am talking about plant, so it's plant. When it will be organism. Same thing for plant or organism, just understand the process by which organisms or plants produce food or consume food which is essential for growth and development of body. Keyword is growth and development. Just remember, by chance you forget the definition, just remember for growth and development, the things that we need is known as nutrition. Now, this is understood. Now, very important thing about nutrition that we have to know is that there are few types of nutrition. I will make a flow chart. Go through that flow chart. I will explain, because in your book flow chart is not given. So that is why I thought of making the flow chart for you people. Okay, I am rubbing these portions. Nutrition. Nutrition is basically, if I divide nutrition, we have autotrophic. Okay, another we have got heterotrophic. Clear? Now what are autotrophic? What are heterotrophic? Question can come. Autotrophic are those organisms who can prepare their own food. They are not dependent on anybody for for their foods. Understand? So who are autotrophs? Autotrophs are those who are not dependent on any other source for food. They can prepare their own food. They are self-sufficient. Are we human autotrophs? No, we cannot make our own food. We are dependent on somebody else for our food. Understand? We are not autotrophs, we are heterotrophs. So what is autotrophs? Autotrophs are all those who can make their own food. They are not dependent upon anybody which makes their own food. Okay? Autotrophs which makes their own food. Okay? Do not make their own food. Why? Because they are dependent on others. Can we make our food without plants? No. But here they can make their own food. They are self-sufficient. So autotrophs are those who do not require. Here also we will be dividing this into two parts. Okay. What are two parts? One, autotrophs. First of all, autotrophs are those. First we will have the phototrophs. And chemotrophs. Okay. What are phototrophs? Autotrophs and chemoautotrophs. This is a short form to write. It's photoautotrophs. Chemoautotrophs. What are photoautotrophs? Photoautotrophs are those who, with the help of sunlight, they will make their food, like plants. Photosynthesis is a process, isn't it? So, with the help of sunlight, they can make their food. And chemo means with the help of chemicals, they can make their food. Like here, I can say all plants, they take the help of sunlight. The process is called photosynthesis, by which they will make their food. And chemoautotrophs means what? There are certain bacteria, with the help of chemical they can prepare. So this portion is clear to you that autotrophs are those who do not require anybody for their food. They can make their own food. So here we have got photoautotrophs and chemo. Photo means with the help of sunlight. Chemo means from the chemo only you can say chemicals, and from the photo you can say by sunlight. Now come to this portion, heterotrophics. Heterotrophics means they are dependent on others for food. They cannot prepare their own food. Here we are going to divide the heterotrophic into further divisions. First division in which we will be dividing the heterotrophics are holozoic, parasites, insectivorous and symbiotic. Understand? So first, holozoic. Clear? Second, parasitic. Third, symbiotic. And fourth one is insectivorous. Now, what is holozoic? What is parasitic? What is symbiotic? Or what is insectivorous or insectivorous? You will be divided. Now, first understand, holozoic are those who are free. Okay, they are free to move. But holozoic are those who are free to move but dependent on others for food. Like we humans, we can move freely. Yes, but we are dependent on others for food. So holozoic are free to move but dependent on others for food. Okay, write it. Free to move but dependent on others for food. Example, humans. So we are autotrophs or heterotrophs. We are heterotrophs. Holozoic. Next come to parasites. Who are parasites? Parasite means they are totally dependent on each other for food. They are totally dependent on others for food. Symbiotic means they will be dependent on each other. This is dependent on this, this is dependent on that is symbiotic. But here they are completely dependent on others for food. So parasites are those, parasitic are those who are completely dependent on others for food. So here you can write completely dependent on others. Symbiotic, dependent on each other for food. And what is insectivorous? It's dependent on insects for food. Dependent on insects for food. Here. Okay. So this is the flow chart of the nutrition. So what have we studied? We know that nutritions are a source. Nutrition is required in our body for the growth and development of our body. Okay. So this is what we have understood. Second thing we will see, we have got autotrophs and we have got heterotrophs. So what are autotrophs and what are heterotrophs? See. So this is the autotrophs and this is the heterotrophs. What is autotrophs? Autotrophs are all those who can make their means automatically they can make their food. This is, see, you have to remember by your own techniques. It's you who can make your technique. So how can you remember automatic, they are not required for anybody. Automatically they can make. So this is how you remember. Autotrophic means what? They can prepare, make their own food. Okay. So they can make their own food. They are not dependent on others for their food. But hetero, they are dependent on others for their food. Okay. Next, autotrophs, we have photoautotrophs and we have got chemoautotrophs. What are photoautotrophs? Photoautotrophs are those who are dependent upon sunlight. Okay. And here chemo means what? Chemicals. Chemo itself says chemical. Photo means we know sunlight. Understand? Now come to this portion. Here we have got parasites, holozoics, saprophytes and insect. And another we have got is insectivorous. Holozoic means what? They are free living, but they are dependent on others for food. Parasites means what? They are completely dependent on others for food. Symbiotic. Symbiotic means they are dependent on each other. This is the difference. They are dependent on each other for food. Okay. And insectivorous, they are dependent on insect for food. For a source of nitrogen. From insects only they will take the nitrogen. Understand? So this is the basic difference. Now we will second part 2 will be completely upon this portion, like how they make their food. Autotrophs, how these autotrophs will make their food. Through the process of photosynthesis, they will make their food. So that is the second portion we will be talking about, photosynthesis. Okay, light reaction is there, light independent or dark reaction is there, photophosphorylation is there, where we will be talking about the cyclic and the non-cyclic photophosphorylation. Okay, so that will be the part 2 of your video, and then we will be ending the part, and then third part will be nutrition in animals, where we will be talking about the next. Okay, so this is the part 1 of nutrition. I hope you have understood. If you did not understood, go through this twice. If you still don't understand, please write in the comment section and please share it among your friends. It's take a lot of energy and lot of studies to prepare a video. So I expect you people to please share this video. Okay, so thank you so much. Meet you all in the next video. Thank you.